I'm on. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Abdullah. So, welcome everyone. We are back in there. We are just doing a trial for the migration and for international student. So, we started this episode. We starting the news for the migration news for related to the international students. And I'm not a migration agent, and all these things are coming from the internet, but and also from the students who are here helping me to prepare this show. Soon we'll be having a guest as well joining us, giving the expert views on how these changes will affect. So I just go through quickly these changes. So Australia increased visa application fee for most visa categories starting from July 2024, which is last month. So how much is increase? How much is the percentage?
It's going to be double 125%.
125% increase. That's too much. That shows that the demand has increased and inflation also affecting, but it's about now $1,600, right? $1,500.
Yeah, 1600.
$1,600. And visa allocation for the state nominated migration in 2024 have doubled with the specific quotas for Western Australia, Victoria, and the Australian Capital Territory. So what they're basically telling us, they want the new students to go different area other than Melbourne and Sydney. Simple as that. And students need to get prepared for it. Somehow, it's really good to get closer to the native culture, but at the same time, it's a challenging job-wise or looking at things because we are so used to living in the heart, being together. But it's good to spread around, explore new areas. So I take it positive side out of it because there's no point you stuck in a place where you can't get your PR going in a positive direction. And the third one is a new migration deal was made to address skill shortage in Western Australia, providing 10,000 skill migration spots. So that's what I experienced myself when I was there in Perth. The flux of students are way high just because of there is a boom of mining there. All right. So this is something at the moment trend is there. And Western Australia is very much in spot there. The business migration program, subclass 188 been closed, so which is not related to international students anyway. And Northern Territory, what city is the capital city of Northern Territory? Darwin, yeah. So that's pretty much in 10 years ago, nobody thought about Northern Territory. Now, at the moment, lots of people going there, this mania. And frankly speaking, it's good opportunity there because start will be hard, but once you settle in, you'll enjoy that very much with a close net community and you build up a community. I've been recently to Kuma, where we have about very limited Pakistani community and they're doing very well there. So that's about the only sad one I say, or the challenging one, is the doubling the fee is really challenging. If you convert into there, we're talking about 300,000 rupees, right? Maybe more. All right. Let's get to the topic of today, which is, remember, we've been telling you your life as an international student should be distributed into three modes. The first one is a study, and the second one is about your survival, means your odd jobs, and the third one is most importantly, which we say for future. That future we've been expanding. Where should you look for? It all depends on your mindset as well. What career you pursue. That's the area where we're encouraging spend at least 8 to 10 hours every week building upon something. Today we will be talking about what is micro entrepreneurship, what is a side business or something you want to do. And today I'm going to share a story with you which tells you can start with a no money at all right? Because time is also money. When I moved in, I came here, I was doing 2 days 7-Eleven job, preferably night duty to build up my language skill, which is I'm still working on. And in the university, I was getting experience because I wanted to going into the teaching mode. But at the same time, I was looking for some side hustle. And I bumped into a person who had a computer shop. And that time, I'm talking about the year 2000, 2001. He had a lot of stock and he say, I want to sell online, but he didn't have a time and focus on that because he does wholesale and export and all that. So I went as a learning experience to a TA role. TA means trading agent. His stock and his investment, his place, I was contributing my learning and effort to sell his stock, and I used to get a commission. Believe me, if I calculated that commission, I think I wasn't making any money at all in the first month at all, because he was giving a commission. So if I think sell, I pack and I send. But I was very happy. I've been given the opportunity which I can build upon a whole business, which I did later on when we open up our computer stores. That experience really paid me very, very well. But that time I didn't think. I took it as a okay learning experience. So this is the first lesson I'm going to give it to you. Any learning opportunity come to you, take it as a fun and say, look, I'm adding some skill set to my personality, because later when the opportunity will come, you won't have time to learn. Okay, so the word of caution is I never spend 5 days on it. I always spend one day. I used to go one day and I said which stock, which items I need to pack up, which stock I need to sell. So not making it a survival and not making it as a career that time, but having experience on that. And that made me interested to go into entrepreneurships. Recently, we come up with the idea where say, why don't we offer this an idea to the broader community? That experience was one-to-one. I did about 7, 8 more experiences later. I'm not going to each story of that, but I'm going to show you more in the next slide to how this works. So in this one is a, if you look at the story I shared with you, there were 2 people involved. One person was the person who was senior to me. He was here before. He established a business, and then this person was kind of my partner or a mentor as well. So I'm going to show you in the bullet point is where you, on the other side, I was the one. Come on in, it's okay. You can sit. We got a more audience here. So I was the one looking for opportunity to something a side hustle, but I didn't have experience. I didn't have money either. So then I just, because I was only working 2 days to just do the survival, all I had extra one day, which I wanted to spend on to learn something which I think was interested in, because I was also learning web engineering. I thought I can open an e-commerce store. And my commitment was to that job was very high, because he's dependent upon me. If something sells, I have to go and pack it up and send it off. On the other side, he have been moved to the next level. He used to sell on markets. Now he has a shop, and that thing wasn't of his interest, but he has experience of buying, investing, store. He got all of the opportunities he had. So he lent that opportunity to me. He said, look, he wasn't interested to hire because he was concerned that I don't know if I make money. He was looking for somebody like a partner who can take a risk with him because he didn't know how to sell online. So he is like, if I hire somebody and if he's not performing well, he will have a burden of extra employing a person. But he went with me, and by the way, we worked 20 years in a different mode after that. 20 years. We did a lot of projects. And so I'm just going to show you the thing on the side. Just go to the next, left, 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 left. Yes, this one. So as you can see now, it's much better. If you go back a little, so why he wasn't doing by himself? Just because of same thing. I had a time, he did not. I had a little bit of passion about it, learning art, learning investment. He was busy doing his own business and running other operations of his business. So this is something you guys can do. If you meet people, remember in a 3 episode ago, I showed you how to bump into people and learn about and if you see something you want to look forward to, you can offer something like this, where you say, look, you are not doing this, you've done it before, and you are not doing it just because of the time. Is it okay if I invest my own thing to get experience? And if I make money, will you be interested to be part of it? And you collaborate. And why we call it micro entrepreneurship more? Because it's only one person involved. That's the definition we keep. You're not taking any risk beside your own time. But if you make something out of it, later on, if I want to spice up the story, we start to take more work. When I got my nephew came along, we did the work with him on a bigger scale. All right. So moving forward, what do we need to do that? Is mainly is the learning. Okay. Mainly is the learning. So a key player you need is just the one, two of you, and whatever the learning involved. For example, I went to learn about eBay. I didn't know that how the eBay work, but I studied it. Yeah. So this is, there are key players. Is one is you need a junior partner, and one is you need a senior partner or a mentor who can guide you. As I said, there are a lot of ways you can do it. For example, recently I'm trying to train a person who can sell my handyman venture, which I'm not doing anymore, but I get the opportunity. I used to have a shop. I still get IT support inquiries, which I don't want to do anymore because of the age and because of the other activities. So I trained one person. He came to me and said, look, you do my things first, get experience. When you got experience, then I send to real client. Now he's making good money out of up to $75 an hour he charged. But it took him 3 months to get to the level of where he can deliver. All right. So I look after all his accounting and other thing, but he delivers the service over there. So there are a lot of variation. You can also share if you have an idea, and then Parkos is giving us a platform now. We are converting into a project where we will have a online and face-to-face meetup of both sides. So what we have done to partner with a digital solution provider, because for example, you go on an e-commerce more, you need a Shopify, another Aussie commerce expert to build up a site, because you are good with the selling. Like we did another venture of drop shipping, which does not cost you anything except the learning. Except the learning. All right. Where you're not stocking anything. Everybody know drop shipping. If you not don't know it, you can put in the comments. And we set it up recently, a small portal where we can getting now information of the people. I'm going to give a form where you can sign up. You're not signing up of anything. There's no scam or anything. We're getting information of yours. If you're interested, when we do some meetup where the senior partners or collaborators come together and share what they want to do. And if there is a match, all right, if there's a match, somebody is in IT, the other person in IT, and they will say, look, I've been doing this, but I don't do anymore because $30 an hour is not enough for me anymore. But the junior person said, look, I would love to learn and do it. Can you work together? I'm happy to go in a collaboration where maybe 60, 70, 70, 30. So these are the arrangements you can do. This will only happen if you interact with the in that group. So I'm going to share the form link in the, I put it in the WhatsApp, and you can just leave your information if you're interested to get to know. This is only for the people who love to go on entrepreneur mode, not job. It's not a job. You build upon, and you're not risking your survival job. You're just doing your, as I said, 8 to 10 hours in a week. You can go up and down. Later, if you convert this into a regular income, you can make it as your survival, maybe future as well, like we did. My nephew did not do a single day job in Australia. He came day first because I had that journey with that person. So I said, look, why don't we resell your stuff? Because you don't sell outside your shop. We can do it. So we got his car, and we used to travel around New South Wales to sell the computer things. And later we got our own van, and that journey continued that. So that's the story, and we pretty much to the end of the show. So we say give a form, you can fill it up. So we will get, you can go back to the other template, brother. Not the, in the, if you go back to the, yes, and you can go to the last slide now, yes. We are learning as well. So it's called real life learning. If you have any question about the new updates or what we talked about it, we're happy to talk about. Can interested students to do mining job? Why not? By the way, there's a great joke, real one. I met someone who works in a gold mines, and I did an interview in a Perth. How is the lifestyle? How it works? They get a chartered plane. You know, in the old days, on a in Pakistan, a truck comes for the laborer, and they take it to the labor site and bring it back. They have a similar thing. They work 7 days or 14 days up. The chartered plane takes all the people to the mine in a Perth, near Perth in Western Australia. They work there 7 days, and the same plane brings back to them the Perth, where they have 7 days off. So mining is at the moment very, very on a boom, and lots of job there. And when one area grows, mining brings other jobs as well. For example, the new restaurants open, other things open because people need other services as well. So definitely you can do it. One thing I tell you, when people need people, they bend the laws. They not means they make man, like in a COVID, their time increased because they needed more people. And you will find, by the way, in the micro entrepreneurship, the secret is you know your hours, nobody else, because you will do your own taxing and all that. What are the job prospects there?
In northern Turkey.
Frankly speaking, start will be hard. How do we get the job? Through connections. The time you will take to build up a connection that's the hard one. So you need to use a lot of things what we taught you the earlier to how to build up a connection fastly. Job is everywhere. We always say you should have a mindset to create your own job kind of thing. Once you have that, you won't have an issue. What is it? Anything else? No, that's about it. I think we went over 20 minutes today, but we were looking forward to get your questions and comments. To we keep reading. What is it? Oh yeah, the link is given there. You can show the link again. So we'll fill it up. So what we'll do with it will only asking your name and mobile and email. When we have a meetup in around different cities, we'll let you know. You can come and interact with the people. I was last night, by the way, the guy was crying literally. He made a whole incubator, quite a big one, where he wants the new people come and learn and do things together. So we put him in the list as well. So soon we'll have thing we'll inform through the email. So that's the opportunity. You're only risking your information. That's about it. Any more comment and question, Uma, Waleed? All good? Thank you very much for joining, and see you next Tuesday.